What's up out there? How you doing? Jeff D, AIMCBizSolutions.com for a weekly marketing tip for you. So this week I want to talk about action and why the call to action, this otherwise known as the CTA, needs to be very clear on your website. Because after all, why are you building a website? You're actually building your website to increase revenue in your company, right? You don't want necessarily to have that pretty, beautiful website with nice pictures and content. At the end of the day, you want people to take action on your website. Because honestly, if your CTA is not crystal clear, people won't act. They'll just move on. They may love your site, you may get hits, but at the end of the day, you're not getting what you want, right? So clarity beats cleverness every single time. So the first thing, visitors don't want to think, won't want to think. They just want to do, right? They skim fast. The average time people look at your website, under 10 seconds, and they move on. If they figure out what to do next, they won't. So confusion, if they're confused on your website, they don't know where to click, they're moving on to something else, and they'll exit. Of course, attention span, I mentioned that like a minute ago here, less than a minute ago. You got seconds, not minutes. You want your CTA, strong CTA, to stand out visually. You want to use direct, action-oriented language and feel obvious, not subtle. You want people to click a button and move on quickly. Because honestly, clarity builds confidence. People click when they feel safe. If it doesn't look safe, your website looks a little kludgy. If they get warnings saying don't click this link, they're going to move on. All right, because clear CTAs reduce anxiety by telling users what happened next, how long it takes, what they'll get. An example is schedule a 15-minute strategy call with me. That converts better than let's talk or let's connect. You want to have a little more of a clear message there. One page, sometimes landing pages, indicates one primary action. So if you have multiple CTAs and multiple buttons everywhere, that's really going to confuse people. They won't know where to click. So you want to have one primary CTA. Like on our website, on AIMC Biz Solutions, really, at the end of the day, contact us. That's all we want to do is initiate a conversation with us, and we'll take it from there. Instead of having click this for a website, click this to get a jumpstart SEO, click this to go to a networking event, click this to just contact us. We want to have one-to-one communication with you, and that's really a key CTA, is just simply contact us. Because at the end of the day, your CTA signals value. A vague CTA often signals a vague post or offer. They want to know what they're getting, right? The outcome, get your growth plan. Value, download a free playbook. Intent, start your free trial. Click this link and you know exactly what you're getting. Because CTAs are normally the bridge between interest and revenue. Your website's job is not to inform, it's to move people. Click this link to get this playbook. Click this link to build your website. Click this link to contact me and get to know me and build a relationship with me, and I'll help you with whatever you need. Think about that, contact us. That's a very big CTA that people need, because a clear CTA will definitely turn visitors to leads and leads to conversations, and conversations into customers. Don't be pushy. Make it helpful, obvious, and reassuring. Because if you all do all that, you're gonna have a great CTA. You're gonna have a great relationship with your customers, and all be good. And eventually, you make money. Have a good day, Jeff D, AIMCBizSolutions.com. Get that CTA in action.